All right, so what I'm going to talk about today is some of the false information that's put out there about the military. There's a lot of things that people think they know about the military from watching movies, from commercials, from friends telling them that, from recruiters telling them this. And I wanted to let them know that, hey, not all the stuff you hear is true, all right? And one of the first things I'm going to talk about is a free education, all right? There is no free education. You're paying into that. $100 for the first 12 months you're putting into that GI Bill. All right. Then you have to serve a full 2 years. And most contracts that you enlist for are 4 years. All right. So you have to finish your contract before you can actually use that GI Bill. All right. Yes, you could go to school while you're in. But if you're in a certain high intensity job that literally takes you away from a computer or whatever it is, you're not getting time to go to freaking school. All right. And then at the end of it, you have to have an honorable discharge. I'm not saying that's a hard thing to do. You do your time, you do the right things. You don't freaking do anything stupid. You can have an honorable discharge. You can get out of the military and you'll be fine. All right. Great medical care. All right. I hear a lot of people like, oh, man, military, you guys get free medical. You guys are good in this. Okay. We get medical. All right. But the medical is not exactly what everybody thinks it is. All right. It's not like some freaking Ivy League freaking doctors that's basically doing surgery on you. All right. The way I've seen it is pretty much the military gets the bottom of the barrel freaking doctors to treat us. All right. I've seen guys go in there to go get a surgery for a back injury and come out with basic can't walk or having complications from that surgery that they were supposed to get. All right. So I'm not saying that, that's not a possibility in the civilian world, but we don't get like the top shelf freaking care that everybody thinks we do. It's bullshit. All right. Then being able to ask for help if you need it, or if you have issues, you're able to ask for help. A lot of people think, the Marine Corps, or I'm not going to say just the Marine Corps. All right, because I've heard it from different people about the different branches of the military, that people think that if you have an issue, you could go ahead and talk to anybody about it and they'll hear you out, they'll help you. All right, say you're an alcoholic, all right, and you basically go to your command and tell them that you're an alcoholic and now you need to go see the SACO to get help. All right, as soon as you go see that SACO, they're already starting the paperwork on you. All right, so they're not building the paperwork to help you out. They're building the paperwork just in case you do anything stupid, they could burn you with the freaking paperwork. All right. A lot of people are like, oh, no, that's not true. That's what I've seen. And that's what I've learned. All right. If you have a drug issue, all right, I'm not going to say all military branches. I don't even know if the Army has a no tolerance policy, but I know the Marine Corps has a zero tolerance policy on all freaking drugs. OK, so if you come to your command and tell them that you've been using fucking crack cocaine, the command's not going to basically be like, oh, yeah, that's fine, man. We'll just shoot you over to SACO and you go get the help you need and you go back to work. Your career is fucking done. You're already getting processed out of the military, all right? Yes, you came to your command to ask for help, but guess what? They're not here to aid you, all right? Not only that, people that basically come back from deployments with issues, and are having PTSD symptoms, all right? You think you're going to go to medical and ask for help from that? No, you're not. Because as soon as you are labeled with PTSD in the military, you are now a liability, all right? You are now an issue. As soon as you have that label on you, you have to take medication or whatever it may be, you have to go to an appointment to see a therapist, they're already looking at processing your ass out of the military, all right? And that's a problem because a lot of guys that basically, and I'm not going to just say guys, there's a lot of girls too out there that are dealing with freaking issues from sexual assault and everything like that. They're trying to basically cope with that, from basically going overseas and dealing with debts and everything like that. They're trying to cope with that and go to work and dealing with family issues and everything like that. And a lot of them, it basically compounds on itself until it basically explodes and they just can't handle it anymore. But you're not encouraged to go get freaking help, all right? Because as soon as you literally come out and you have an issue, you are now a problem for your command. All right. Your command is not looking at you. Oh, man, like we really need to help this person out. OK, they're looking at, are you helping us with the mission or are you hindering the mission? All right. And as you get higher up in the rank, you're not going to basically do that. You're not going to go and reach out to your command because you're afraid of what they're going to do to you. That could jeopardize a promotion. All right. That jeopardizes your your leadership ability, because a lot of people are going to look at you as you're not fucking perfect. You don't have all your shit together, so why the fuck I got to listen to you? That's an issue. All right? We make a ton of money. I've heard people say that military people make a shit ton of money. That's bullshit. All right? We really don't. And if you look at most of the pay that we make, it's like bare fucking minimum. All right? A lot of us live on base housing that might be nice in some areas, but are actually shitty in some areas. All right? There's places that are complete trash. All right? But a lot of people that live on base, like I remember Camp Pendleton, they have like decent houses. You live on base because we can't afford shit out in town. And it's a lot closer to work. So if I have to go to work at 5:30 in the morning, I don't want to drive a freaking hour to go to work at 5:30 in the morning when I can basically live on base and then just go to that. All right? Military people do not make that much money. All right? Let's just basically clear that shit up real quick. All right? Get to travel. All right? If you join the military to travel, you are a fucking idiot. All right? You're not joining the military and thinking that, hey, I'm just going to basically get to go on a trip to freaking Hawaii. I'm going to get to go on a place here. No, there's people that do get opportunities to go, but it all depends on your job. All right? If your job asks for you to basically go to a different place, then you might get to travel. But don't expect to join the military to travel. All right? The next thing is you get to choose where you want to go. That is complete and utter bullshit. You don't always get to choose your duty station. All right? They usually send you where they have an opening for you. All right? So if you think you're going to get in the military, you're going to dictate where you want to go, 9 times out of 10, you're probably not going to get to choose it. All right? There's people that do get to choose their job, and they're lucky. They're the lucky ones. All right? But that's not always the case. Next one is you can sign up to be a sniper. Somebody freaking told me this, and I was just like, who told you that? My recruiter told me I could actually sign up to be a sniper. That is false. All right? You're not signing up to be a fucking sniper. All right? You're signing up to be a 0311. That's what you're signing up to be. All right? And if they have all the slots full for 0311, you're going to get thrown in whatever fucking job they decide to throw you in. All right? But you are not guaranteed a position as a freaking sniper. You have to graduate as an 0311, go into the fleet, and then get chosen to go to sniper school. All right? So if you think you're just going to walk right into fucking sniper school, you're wrong. All right? You could sign up to be MARSOC. That's another thing I'm hearing people basically say. No, you cannot. You have to actually serve in the military, and basically there's a selection process you have to go through, and there's actually a course that you have to go through separate from boot camp and all the other things that you have to go through to become a MARSOC. Become a MARSOC operator. All right? You're not guaranteed to become a MARSOC freaking operator. You're also not going to sign up as a basic Marine to become MARSOC. It's not happening. All right? You're guaranteed the job that you signed up for. Wrong. All right? My brother, perfect example, signed up to be intelligence. He graduated. He was getting ready to graduate from boot camp. And then turns out, issue came down. Our dad is not a citizen of the United States. Pulled that job right out from underneath him. He had to go to a different job. All right? Until you literally graduate and they give you your job, you're not guaranteed shit. Put that in your freaking head. All right? The military prepares you to get out. All right? This is one thing I hear people say all the time that, oh, man, the military, military gives you all these classes, it gives you all these tools, and they give you all these things to help you get out. That's not true. All right? There's certain jobs that basically, you have and you could basically, build a connection with. And, a lot of these jobs have a lot of training that goes into it that could tie into civilian jobs. But take an infantry guy, all right? You get out of infantry and you get out of military after freaking 7, 8, 9 years, whatever in the military. You're not walking into a freaking police officer job right off the bat. All right? You're not walking into any job that basically you think is going to be equivalent to the same job you were doing. All right? You go from whatever job you're in the military to start off at the very bottom, hoping that you can basically move up into the chain of command, or not in the chain of command, what I'm talking about, moving up in the line. All right? But you are not prepared thoroughly. I'm not going to say you're not prepared at all, but you're not prepared thoroughly to actually get out of the military, right? They give you classes that basically give you some information about colleges. They give you classes. They give you like different workshops for different jobs. But say, you know, you want to start your own business, all right? They don't give you a course for entrepreneurship, all right? They might give you the resource, but then you have to go out there and basically reach out for that on your own. You're going to have to basically figure out that stuff on your own. Most of the things that the TRS teaches you is that basically, hey, you either go to college or you go to freaking job field. And depending on where you are, like I was in California, a lot of jobs that they were talking about were jobs in California. All right, but I'm going back to Connecticut. There's a difference. All right, so the jobs in California might be great, but if I'm not going to stay out there, I can't really use those job opportunities. I have to try and come back here and figure out the jobs here. So a lot of people need to understand that, you know, the military doesn't always prepare you to get out. Just like with the VA stuff, all right? They don't fill out the paperwork for you. You have to get out, make sure your medical record's in order, and then basically fill out the claim to actually get your benefits from the VA, all right? And then you have to hope that everything mirrors itself, all right? If you didn't write down that you twisted your ankle or broke your freaking arm in the military, you're not going to be able to just claim that randomly on the VA freaking claim form, all right? They want proof. They want evidence. And if you have nothing to back it up, a lot of times they won't even let you claim it, all right? So a lot of people need to understand that just because the military give you all these classes, it's not always, you know, the perfect situation for you to help you get out. And they don't always prepare you to get out of the military. All right. I'm not saying these are all the topics. I know there's a ton more topics that basically people have heard or people have talked about and they think they know about the military. But these are just some of the things that I want to basically squash and let people understand that, hey, you know, not all stuff you hear is true. Not all stuff you see is true. Not all the things you see on commercials is true. Not all the things you're told is true. All right. So unless you're in the military and you've dealt with a situation like directly, don't always think you have the answers. All right.